back to They Did What? Your source on the internet's craziest, most entertaining stories, where I go over them, analyze them, and most certainly make fun of them. Today I'm going to go over two different stories, one short, one longer, dealing with the subject of polyamory, or polyamorous relationships, in which two of these stories, these gals, lose it because guess what? It's not working out so well for them. And I thought this would be very good one to go over here, guys, making the point that these things usually don't work, whether it be open relationships for couples that aren't married, open marriages for those that are married, swinging, and polyamory. And they claim a little different, but they all are pretty much under the same umbrella, and they all lead to disaster. And no different in these stories. In the first, both are gals whining and complaining, like I said, things aren't working out so well for them. But I want to mention a few things before I get into the stories here. First of all, a pattern I've noticed over covering these things in the last 6 years, and probably you guys have noticed this too, is number one, a lot of these gals in these stories, because it's usually them that write about this, complain, or want these things with their husbands or boyfriends, they are all to some degree, a little bit to a lot, unhinged, got mental issues. And so when people are trying to normalize something like this, it's like, yeah, well, this comes from people who are championing this thing. They're all a bit unhinged and mental, so it's not such a good idea. Or another big one I've noticed, and you probably have noticed this too, is a lot of them, if they describe their childhood and family life growing up, all of them tend to come from a family with a lot of turmoil, a lot of A, B, U, S, C, and so to no surprise, that's all they know, and no child should go through that, and it's not the child's fault, but as adults, that's all they know is turmoil, so they seek that in relationships, and if they don't get it with whoever they get involved with, they create it. They'll get together with a guy claiming they want stability, and they got to screw it all up with things like this, or causing fights and chaos and all that. And again, do you want these people trying to sell to the public that this is such a brilliant idea? No. And they wonder why there's so much chaos. I mean, come on here. And the last one is, in the end, for the vast majority of people, they're usually guys that participate in these things, it's about hookups. Nothing more. But when the women whine and complain that particularly the polyamory types that want to have like multiple actual relationships, that the guys just use them and love them and leave them, what do you expect? So put this all together, and we got this in the story here, particularly story part 2. Now this first one is about a gal who's, well, guys are treating her like a piece of meat. Titled, I Can't Believe It's Happened Again. She says here, we matched unhinged a month ago. His profile clearly stated that he was polyamorous and looking for a serious relationship. Okay, that's what she's claiming that he claimed. Not about hookups. Okay. The connection was immediate. The conversation chemistry was amazing. We had similar interests, similar desires. He lives 2 hours away, but that was okay. We'd make it work. We talked online every single day since then, deepening the connection. I confided in him about how I've been struggling with dating for the past 3 years. It's like I keep finding myself with people and lack communication skills or emotional maturity and keep getting hurt. Gee, I wonder why. If you're seeking out the same type of guys and same type of people, if this chick here is into girls, of course you're going to keep getting the same results over and over again. And if you're labeling yourself and saying, I want polyamory, or that's who I am, you're going to attract those same type of people. Duh. He assured me that he wasn't like that at all, and he was serious about me and felt lucky to have met me. I allowed myself to start falling for him because he assured me it was the safe thing to do. We had our first date planned for today, April 1st. This is from a couple days ago. Then 2 days ago, he stopped talking to me. No communication whatsoever, but he's online playing video games on stream. I checked in this evening, tell him I'm a bit worried that I haven't heard from him and hope he's okay. 6 hours later, he sends me a long message saying he has been spending time with somebody else and their connection is great, and she asked him to be exclusive while they figure out their dynamic, which he agreed to do. Oh, but good news, he wants to still be friends and gaming buddies and assures me that the door will always be open for us again eventually. She got friend zone. It was a straw that broke the camel's back. I spent the better part of the evening having a full mental breakdown. I do not know how I'm ever going to trust somebody else again. And there you go. Well, number one, I'm going to jump around here. She got friend zone. Guess what? Happens to guys all the time. So notice if it happens to a guy and he complains, well, he's just a big crybaby, something like that, but it happens to a girl, boom, mental breakdown. Honey, You keep choosing the same type of people that are going to be into hookups and stuff like that. Except this guy didn't love her and leave her. He talked to her, had amusement, entertainment, kind of like the way a woman uses a guy, and just boom, he's done with her. These aren't exactly the most quality people. And you might want to dig deep into why you are chasing after these types of people. Do you enjoy chaos in your life? Do you enjoy the uncertainty? What in your childhood draws you to that? I mean, all women like some drama, but this goes to a whole new level. There could be some serious issues that you might want to check into. But again, this is my point, guys. Now on to the main story, where you're really going to see the point I made early on about unhinged, background, all that. Titled, I never felt so full of regret in my life. And I shout to Bo for sending me the story. She says, I want to preface my story with the fact I've experienced a lot of trauma in my life, primarily around being either abandoned or ABU-SCD by my trusted attachment figures as a child and young adult. Okay, already a lot of turmoil in her childhood, and that's not her fault. It's not. And no child should go through this, and it's a shame. But she now is seeking that in adulthood. As a result of that ADHD and genetics, I've struggled with anxiety, insecurity, and rejection-sensitive dysphoria all my life. Well, let's also throw in manipulation and drama and a lot of other shit. I'm currently in therapy on anxiety medication, which have helped a lot, but it's definitely still a major work in progress. None of this is an attempt to excuse my behavior, it's just to provide context. Well, I'm glad you said that. I also identify as poly as part of my identity, not just a chosen relationship structure, but until recently, I've been unsuccessful at developing a deep connection with any partners outside my husband, mostly just casual dating. She's married and does the polyamory thing. She convinced some guy to marry her. Well, guess what? He's doing the same thing and having fun. You see my point? Childhood, anxiety, problems, turmoil. Now in adulthood, she's married. Nope, that's too smooth and easy. Gotta go do all this. And by the way, the whole identifying as poly, come on here. That is a lifestyle is chosen. I know these types want to argue it's not. Come on here. It's not the same as, for instance, a woman saying, well, I'm attracted to women. I'm into women, so therefore I'm a lesbian. Or a dude saying I'm into dudes, so therefore I'm gay, or whatever. It's not the same. But they want to say that, so, Some of this is due to circumstances. I live in a rural area. Oh, you know what? I skipped a part, my guys. Hang on a second here. I've been unsuccessful developing a deep connection with any partners outside my husband, mostly just casual dating. I read that part, my bad. Some of this is due to circumstance. I live in a rural area. But some of it is due to my repeating bad habits that I've had in relationships all my life, whether it being poly relationships or not. Being controlling, coming from a constant fear that my partner will abandon me, overreacting and making mountains out of molehills, and basically just being a drama queen who needs constant reassurance that my partner loves me and wants to be with me. This is the chick who's married and yet has to seek out boyfriends and wants those boyfriends to assure her that he's just there for her, even though she has a husband. Uh-huh. See my point? Chaos. Unhinged. Wants stability, but is so used to being raised in turmoil and chaos, has to have chaos. La La Land. About 5 months ago, I matched with someone on OkCupid that lives a few hours away. We hit off immediately and started text chatting daily. This sounds like the first story. And then progressed to video calls. It may sound strange, but the very first time we had a video call, I fell head over heels in love. No, you didn't. Come on here. You fell in lust. That's what you wanted. She's addicted to the highs of these things. He had a very similar experience with me. We both fell hard and fast. Uh-huh. Every single day, I have felt incredibly blessed to have this person in my life. He's incredibly kind and funny and smart, has a million interests, and we have intense intellectual conversation about everything under the sun. But I bet you she would never just stay with this one guy. What about her husband? We both opened up about really intimate things that we don't share with many people. We had 3 weekend visits together, and they've been incredible, and weekly video calls in between visits. LDRs are hard as fuck, but it's been worth it. There have been a few communication issues, and times I fell into old habits. But for the most part, our relationship has been solid, and he's been very pleasant, understanding with my struggles. Until last night, when I finally pushed things too far. Here we go. Here's when because she's probably, no, let me rephrase, not probably, did grow up in an environment of turmoil and chaos, has to go fucking the whole thing up. We were supposed to spend this weekend together as our Christmas. I've been so excited for weeks. Not just about getting to spend time with him, but about the Christmas gifts I got for him. We also knew that after this weekend, we wouldn't get to see each other for a while, probably until February. So we were planning to make every second together amazing. And then yesterday afternoon, my Meta, his wife, got into a car accident. She's mostly okay, but does have a pretty bad neck injury. While they were in the ER yesterday waiting to see a doctor, and he was updating me on the situation. I asked if we need to cancel or visit. He said yes, and that even if she's okay, he didn't want to leave her alone. Well, that's decent of him. This dude is married too. Bad accident, doesn't want to leave her alone. Certainly understandable. Watch this. A perfectly normal and reasonable response to any sane person. She actually put that. Disappointing and upsetting, sure, but understandable. The problem is that I'm not a sane person. I basically had a meltdown. And remember, it's these types that try to champion and are trying to normalize these type of relationship, open marriage, polyamory, all that stuff, when they're all been proving to be, on many levels, unhinged and come from effed up family lives. My first response was basically like, okay, I understand, but I'm very upset about this. I need to take some space so I don't say something stupid that'll be hurtful, and I regret. So she's pissed off and being mean to him because he's understandably staying with the wife in the car accident. She says, I do have some self-awareness. Probably not the best response, but in itself, not a deal breaker. But then I didn't take space. I kept texting him some of the highlights. Here are some of the things she says. Number 1, maybe now you'll believe that I'm not a good person. Number 2, I'm not as important to you as your real family. 3, you clearly didn't want to see me anyway, because he didn't apologize or express any remorse when he told me we needed to cancel. He was very matter-of-fact, which is his texting style due to a learning disability that has made written communication challenging for him. I know this, but still took it as evidence that I'm not important to him. You see how now she has to sabotage things? She had a good thing with, as screwed up as it was, she had a seemingly good thing with him. But his freaking wife, car accident, he's going to stay with her. And now, boom, she has to screw up the whole thing. I've known people like this, not like this scenario, but the type that anytime anything goes good with them, they got to find some reason to sabotage the whole thing and be like, woe is me, I'm all alone, woe is me, my life is so unhinged, boo-hoo. Childhood issues F people up, I get that, but then you got to do stuff to work through them, and I don't feel bad for adults to do this shit. She says, have you ever had the experience of like watching yourself from outside your body, knowing that you're effing things up really bad, not wanting to F things up, but unable to stop yourself? Bullshit. You can stop yourself. Just fucking do it. That's what this was like. It was like watching a train wreck in slow motion, except I was the train. I regretted it immediately and tried to apologize, but obviously it was too late. Well, tough shit, asshole. There's consequences. We had a very emotional video chat after he got home from the hospital, and I told him that he should dump me, and I meant it. See, here she goes again, because that's what she expects. She grew up being used to chaos and abandonment and all that, so she's going to make sure that people do that to just justify and reinforce her views of the world. He said that he didn't want to do that. He still loves me and on some level understands that I didn't really mean what I said, and I was just having a panic response to perceived abandonment. Ding, ding, ding. But I need some time and space to process everything. Yeah, it's called, oh shit, this bitch is crazy. I got away from her. He said he didn't want to mail his Christmas gifts and to hold on to them for now. So I guess that's a good sign. I truly don't understand why he would even consider giving me another chance after this. Again, back to the I'm a piece of garbage. Everybody's going to leave me, so I got to fuck everything up. Well, I can't blame him, actually, if he doesn't talk to her good. I struggled with self-hatred most of my life, ding ding ding, but I never hated myself as much as I do right now. I had everything I ever wanted and I threw it away. Correct? Back to childhood shit. I behaved disgustingly selfishly and didn't hurt him, and I'm sure I hurt my meta too. I don't know how he's told her, but I'm sure at least a little bit. Prior to this, we had a good relationship. This is not a good relationship. This is all fucked up, but still. As an extra salt in the wound, my husband has dates all weekend. Overnight tonight with our friends with benefits and dinner tomorrow evening as with his girlfriend. So instead of having a wonderful weekend away with my amazing boyfriend, or even a disappointing one, but still okay weekend of texting and calls with my amazing boyfriend while he cares for my meta, I get to sit home all alone. So no matter what, she gets to be unhappy. That's what she really wants, because that's what she's used to. And it's convinced her that's what the world is. Life is what you make it, guys. I got off work early today because I was supposed to be driving up to see him, so I have even more time to fill. All the escape activities I'm currently into are things that remind me of my boyfriend, or ex-boyfriend. The show I'm into is the show we were watching together. The book I'm reading is that one he gave me. And I can't even listen to my favorite musical artist. That's my go-to when I'm sad, because my favorite songs by her are the Magnolia soundtrack. His favorite movie, and the first one we ever watched together. Magnolia is his favorite movie, and that's what she's referencing. If I'm not mistaken, that's the one with Tom Cruise with unhinged Cameron Diaz. Oh, great. That's great to hear. I don't know what I'm wanting from the community, from this post, just to vent. I guess, if anybody has any stories about times that they self-sabotage with things that made them happy, so I don't feel so alone in my stupidity, that'd be helpful. But I fully deserve any criticism from anyone about what an effing selfish fool I am. Holy shit. Making my point. Back to what I said in the beginning. Where are my notes here about being the pattern I've noticed of being unhinged, mental on very many different levels, coming from a family life that's really screwed up, abandonment, turmoil, all that. So they're afraid to get too close to anybody and expect to be abandoned. Therefore, they're going to sabotage the situation. And then back to the fact that a lot of these individuals just use it for hookups. That's not so much in this story, but you get my point. So this is why on many reasons, I have issues with this alternative lifestyle, polyamory, open relationships, open marriages. I mean, at the end of the day, if consenting adults do this, that's their business. But don't go going around acting like anybody that criticizes this or has words to say about it are out of their mind, because a lot of these people that champion this have got serious effed up issues. And I might add, no, you don't identify as that. That's just ridiculous. So there you go, guys. Again, proving these things don't work out. It's a big, giant mess. And, I mean, also, what cracked me up that her husband's off with another girlfriend here, another girlfriend there. Don't bother getting in a relationship if you're going to do this. I just can't believe it. So, there you go. All right, guys, that is it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know, guys, do you know anybody that's been in this lifestyle? How's it worked out for them? Have you noticed the same patterns I've noticed? Has it been nothing but chaos? I'd really like to hear about it. And be sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.